And we're going live. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Glad you could join us. You know what? I didn't even prepare tonight for tonight's live.
You didn't prepare?
Nope. What are we even going to talk about?
I don't know, whatever.
The thing you're supposed to say is, do you ever prepare for a live?
And you have fur on your eye. You should take that off.
Have I been deferred?
Yeah.
The busy little house. How's it going? Haskins family vlog. What's up? Built on the Rock homestead. Gregory Lyon. How's it going? Fun Dreamer 1. Dean. Charles Speakman. How's it going? Glad you could make it. Oh my goodness. So much to talk about. So much is going on. Thanks everyone for joining us. What's been going on?
Building cisterns. Or one cistern.
Cisterns. You guys didn't know about our secret cisterns. You told them. Greg G, how's it going? The Apricot Tiny House. Jay's here. He's listening while he's making some food. Hey, Jay. If you're making food, you got to make some for everyone. I'm sorry. This is how it goes. 13 Moons Homestead, how's it going? Vincent, DG, Geeky Gardens, Pete's Little Homestead, how's it going? How is everyone doing here? How's everyone holding up during the pandemic? Everyone doing good? Raven, how's it going? Heirloom Permaculture's in his ass. 13 Moons has pretzels, so she's good. JCDC in his ass. Oh, man. So where are we at with the cistern?
We're almost up to ground level.
Almost up to ground level. Today has been a busy day for me. Well, both of us. But, last night, I tamped course number 9. Got that done. It's working late.
Yes.
Almost till 10 at night trying to get that all set. Then today, spent a lot of backfilling. I got to do that. After the live, I got to go back out there. I got to backfill more around the cistern. Gonna be a lot of work. UT 33-200's in the house. The ancient method. 3 cisterns garden.
Four-wheeling and fishing. That sounds like fun.
G Princess says stay healthy. You stay healthy too, G Princess.
Yes, please. Everybody stay safe.
Well, 13 Moons Homestead says, wow, you guys are really moving fast on the cistern. Well, it depends on who you talk to. Some people are like, other channels would have been done with that weeks ago. Can't pay attention to them haters, though, right?
Man, it takes a while. I think just moving all the soil by hand takes a long time, and it's a lot of physical work.
Yep. Country Homestead Preacher, how's it going? Tony's in his house.
Ooh, how many courses left?
Well, that all depends. At the max, I would say
20
now we
something.
gotta maybe less than that.
Less than 20?
Maybe 19, I think.
Ooh.
Less than 20. Yeah. Richard Solomon, what's up? Glad to see you. Yes. Hopefully we should have no more cow problems. the foreseeable future. Mud Hut Homestead, how's it going? Are you halfway? No, we're not halfway. We probably won't be halfway until we hit why I'm always I got so pressure to do math. Probably 14. 14 courses might be about halfway. Yep. So 5 more. Man.
My dogs think I'm at home to cater to them. Imagine.
Right? Dogs are getting spoiled during this time. Charles Pickman says because of the Facebook post, it almost looks like we're right there at ground level. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
It's super close. Honestly, getting in and out of there, getting onto the bags is just like it's like a step. It's like a step. I mean, we're like 1 or 2 courses away in some areas, and so that's like 4 to 8 inches. Well, thank you, Vincent. We appreciate that. It says we're doing a huge amount of work for 2 people. That's what I'm saying. Usually when I see when I was talking to her, usually when you see Earthbag projects, usually, there's an army of people and it still takes a while. Brainstorm Makers is in his house. Irene here, Henry is cooking dinner. Oh, I'm sure that's going to be an amazing dinner as well. Thank you for sharing the cow drone footage. We were actually sitting on that footage for a while, looking for a place to put that in. Because like sometimes you don't want videos to be too long, but we had that and we knew we wanted to put it in eventually because that was fun for me. That was the coolest time I ever had with the drone, hunting down cows. Maryland Permaculture says he threw his toaster into the toilet the other day. It was a shock to the cistern.
Terrible. Where
are the moderators? Moderators! Can you please help us with this? JNC's Oregon Homestead, how's it going? Sunny's Place, how you doing? More drone cattle chase. Well, we can't anymore.
Unless we we
hunt them down.
Property.
Let's hunt down random cows. Mud Hut Homestead says she's locked in her house because of the asthma. Yeah, definitely take care during this time with that because
Yeah.
But yes, how are our backs? Doing pretty good, muscle wise. How's your burn? She has a sick burn.
Yeah, I should have covered up. Well, I put some sunblock on, but I missed a spot on my back, so it's kind of red there. Yeah, but I put some comfrey and aloe on it, and it feels a lot better. It's healing now.
Yeah, the diameter of our tank is 17 feet inside diameter.
20 feet outside.
20 feet outside. I mean, those walls are thick. DG says, you better hope cows never learn to fly drones. They need thumbs first, I think, right?
Well, are they going to come for us?
They're going to come for us. Yeah. But you never know. We did have the mysterious drone that one day. Essayan's Family Garden. Well, you keep planting. It's awesome that you were able to make it in here.
Top or open system for the cistern? So we're still talking about the details of how to do the top on that. Right.
Yeah, well, the tricky thing about the top is that like we don't have a whole lot of space to work with between trying to get the top of the cistern below the roof level but above
where the water.
where the water would overflow into the tanks. There's not a whole lot of space there, so we're trying to work out a couple little details, a couple minor details, nothing big. McCoy's Oak Hill Farm, how's it going? Houston Firefox. North Star Prepstetter, how's it going? Michael Babcock. Oh, did I miss something? Oh my goodness. Oh, Peter File, we're so sorry to hear that. Oh my goodness.
Tamping the soil on the outside. Well, don't answer that. Because you're doing the tamping.
So tamping the soil on the outside, it's not quite. It's not that much harder than tamping the bags. It's just got to be careful, especially if it's moist. It can build up on like the tampers and stuff like that. Um, and it's using the right tools, making sure we can get the right compaction in there.
Yeah,
sometimes
we definitely
the
want
spaces are kind of tight,
compacted down, so it's nice and firm around the bags.
So Vincent is asking, how big is the house going to be?
So we have 2 domes, and they're going to be 20 feet domes, plus an underground portion on each of the domes.
So 20-foot interior diameter on both domes, as well as 20 feet high, correct?
Yes.
And then the downstairs cylinder portions are both 8 feet deep and 14-foot interior diameters, right? Houston Firefox, thanks for joining us. We appreciate that. Living off grid McGarvey style, how's it going? Oak Knob Farm, Dave, how's it going? Our mussels aren't doing too bad. They're not doing too bad. Kansas off grid. Kansas off grid is dropping below freezing tonight. I think we're finally over the freezing temps, eh?
I hope so.
We might be over our freezing temps too. But we had one just as late as last week, wasn't it?
Yeah. And unfortunately, some of the things in the garden started popping up. Our grapevine was put out some new leaves, and then that all got dead, shriveled up.
So like, just things just started popping up, getting ready for the warmer temps, and then the cold temperatures hit again. Unbelievable.
And North Star Prepstetter said that they're headed for a winter storm.
I guess winter's not over for a lot of people. Man, that's crazy. Airland Permaculture says we are going to be like in 60 in the morning, drop down to 40 by lunch tomorrow.
Oh wow. Man.
Yeah, our nighttime temperatures have been in the low 40s.
Charles Speakman asked how the curing is coming on the homemade tamper.
The homemade tamper I just started use. Let me get this out right. The homemade tamper is just about ready last night. Last night was about a week since I started the cure on it, and so I pulled it out. And since I had tamping to do, I started using that. And man, I'll tell you, those cement tampers are the way to go. You're building with, you're going to be building with earth bags. I highly recommend building your own tampers. I mean, the steel ones, you can't beat them for durability. I mean, that's probably going to last forever. But those cement ones are cheaper and just way more effective.
Mm.
If you can find some good wood, you can make some pretty strong tools and effective. So Dave says 6 weeks until the last frost here. 6 more weeks to the last frost date. Welcome to Chickenlandia. What's up?
Richard asked, does the wall get thicker above ground?
Above the ground? The wall will maintain this be the same size.
But we're going to be doing something different with that.
Ooh, what are we going to be doing?
So... well, we're definitely putting rebar in.
We're definitely be putting rebar in there.
And we're talking about some other possibilities. If we need to do that for extra reinforcements.
What else are we gonna do?
Should I say?
Sure, why not? We're all friends here. We're all friends here. Oh, but just between us, okay? Don't go telling the world what our plans are. But go ahead, share with them what we're thinking.
Probably tying in gabions around the outside.
Gabions on the outside of the water tank? How wild is that? What? That'll make for some pretty thick walls. Farm all fanatics in his house.
Haskins family vlog asks, does your back hurt a lot?
Surprisingly, no. Sometimes, like, when you're in the midst of it, it can get a little sore. But I've been trying to really...
how are you avoiding...
Yeah, I've really been trying to avoid that and trying to be aware of how I'm using my body out there, try not to overstress things. And, well, we're pretty lazy out here. We don't really do much. So that's pretty easy on the body. No, so it's been doing really well. And so tomorrow's video will be detailing our new sifter. And let me tell you, this new sifter's been a game changer. I think that the sifting was one of the hardest things because, like, I would always be bending over, sifting that out and stuff like that. This one, I've raised it up so it's at a comfortable level. I don't have to bend over it as much. Getting all that sifted material. What's going on?
Dahlia asked if you're related to the guy that built a swimming pool in the jungle in like a week.
Yeah, I am. Did you watch that?
Yeah. They like dug it out by just using hand tools and things.
That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. We got to be that industrious.
I know.
What's going on? Two people in the jungle build a swimming pool in a week.
We're slackers.
We're slackers.
Ray said, hello from the Northwoods of Wisconsin. Keep up the great videos. Thank you so much for the learning process.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thanks.
Michael Babcock asks how long it takes to do a course of bags.
I'd say it depends greatly on the weather. Well, it makes a difference if it's like hot and sunny or cooler and cloudy.
It does make a difference.
But I think the fastest we've done it was, well, just laying the bags maybe like 3 to 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But then, you gotta do the tamping, the barbed wire.
So how long altogether? How long does it take to do a course of bags?
6 hours?
Yeah, maybe. Right around there. Takes up a decent portion of the day.
But like sifting the soil takes a long time.
That's always the bottleneck.
Yeah.
Sifting it. There's just so many rocks and gravel in there. It's ridiculous. So UT says Angel's birthday is this Saturday. She can hear the stream but can't see it. Wish her a happy birthday. Well, yeah, happy birthday, Angel.
Happy birthday, Angel.
Well, I hope she has a fun day. Guys, have anything planned? That's what I want to know.
Heirloom Permaculture said better start emptying those wine bottles for putting in the walls. Drink up.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Hate to leave, but the sun is down, so it's time to go spray the beneficial nematodes in the garden. Oh, yeah, get that done.
Mm-hmm.
Say, look at that. Says, we're so lucky to have some rain in the area. They're in a drought over there. We might be in our dry time too. I don't know when the next time we're going to see any rain is.
Yeah.
Junior said his computer didn't remind him, so he's a little late. Well, better late than never. We're glad you're here.
Yeah, good to see you.
Connie R says, new sub here. What kind of material is going on top of the cistern? Very good question. We're going to set up a metal sort of framework, probably using rebar, mesh, screen, stuff like that. Then we'll probably go over that whole thing with ferro cement, which is just a 2-to-1 cement sand ratio. In fact, I'm almost positive that the sand we'll use for that is going to be the concrete sand.
Yes, because
that did so well with the new tamper that we got.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a good question. EW Georgie, is there a specific compaction specification that you need to attain, like 60 psi or something, for the earth bags? How do you know when the dirt is compacted enough?
That's a very good question. I wish I had a better answer than I do. No, I don't think that we're specifically reaching a certain
And
psi.
it's hard to like put a number to it anyway because it depends on like the moisture content. If there's more moisture in the mix, it's not going to compact as much. It'll be more spongy, which is okay. If you have a drier mix, it's going to tamp down more. So we pretty
We
much go.
we've been using a dryer mix,
Mm-hmm.
and then with the concrete tamper, it really you can really get a good tamp on it. And so like the more compaction you get is probably the better. But I don't think there's any hard and fast rules on that. With building what we're building, getting the more compaction in there, probably the better. But
Mm-hmm.
it's all a lot of it is just feeling really, and kind of getting the signs of working with your particular bags, working with your particular soil.
Yeah, like you can tell when it firms up when you tamped it down, and it even makes a different sound when you're tamping
You
it
gotta
too.
listen for that sound, and man, you can really feel this how solid the walls are when you're walking on it. Oh man, it's like this thing is tight. David Johnson's here. He says, "Evening from West Texas.
Hi.
What kind of DJS? What kind of liner do you have planned for the inside?" So we're looking at a pond liner, approximately. What was the thickness on that?
Was it 24 or?
I thought it was a little over 25, like 26, 27, 27 mils, something like that. It's a pretty good size thickness. Um, I think it's made for, we double check everything, good for potable water and everything like that. Really good durability on it. Uh, but we still have to order it.
You should do that.
Yeah, we keep saying we're gonna do it, but then we never do. But we got to do it before we start building the walls up. So we got to do it soon because, I mean, with the craziness with the pandemic and everything like that, deliveries and stuff like that, we have no idea when we're gonna get it.
Yeah.
We're gonna order that. We're gonna order that tonight.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
tonight. I promise. Nothing gets ordered tonight. Dahlia's from Welcome to Chickenlandia says crew is hanging out with Annabelle the doll. Crew's on guard duty. He's been sitting right by the door.
Yeah.
Usually he's sleepy right about now, but
Looking at the.
there he is.
Well, my brother came over, so he got all excited.
Yeah, Crew's totally in love with Peter, and so yeah, it's got him hyped up now.
Charles Speakman said, when I do my gold panning, I use a rock sifter. I'm curious if this would work for you.
Oh. Huh?
Yeah, what kind is that? Is that like the trommel?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, living off Grandma Garver style, the weather has been absolutely beautiful. And it's probably going to be, the weather looks just about perfect for the upcoming week or so. Probably mid 70s. In the mornings, it'll probably be low to mid 40s. This is the perfect time to get work done.
And Davis, what kind of birds do I hear peeping in the distance?
What kind of birds?
Those are probably, well, they're wild birds, so probably wrens. There's actually a bunch of birds nesting in our rainwater harvesting roof here, just outside.
Are they the Knights of Ren?
I don't know what that is.
CB's greenhouse and garden, how's it going? You know, David Johnson says you should build a screen to go over the mixer. That was an idea that was brought up, and something it'd be nice to do for sure. If we could figure out exactly how to attach it right.
Yeah.
DG's going to Rodolfo's for a
Oh.
burrito. Vasago Games, what's up? Vasago Games says I used a rocking chair. Rocking chair shifters. They rock. Blossoms and Bundles is here. Almost missed it again, but you didn't. You're here. JCDC and the AZ has a question for you.
Can tomato plants stay out overnight now as we are in the 40s? I would probably feel comfortable doing that if there's no frost. I put all the plants that I had in the trailer here, I put outside. So the avocado tree, which used to be right there, is out there.
You've been kind of having a time with the temperatures bouncing back and forth, bringing them in and out, haven't you?
I know. I feel like we're over the frost now.
We're over the frost. So. What were you doing? You were like those temperatures brought down. You had to bring in all those plants. There's a lot of plants out there, right?
Yeah.
You were bringing them back inside overnight.
Yeah.
What kind of plants were you toting around
there? Well, avocado. I had some pineapples and succulents. There's a bunch of like cacti and
bunch of stuff growing there, huh?
Yeah. And I told myself I wouldn't do much with the garden this year because we're gonna be busy with the building. But I've been planting things already. I can't.
You can't stop her. She's got a plant. People can understand that. Enjoy your dinner, Ron. Living off grid McGarvey style. Have a good night. Dahlia asks, what happened to the avocado tree?
Yep, it's outside.
It's outside enjoying the sun.
But not the wind. The wind is whipping it around.
Junior asks, how are your cows? We evicted all cows from the property. They're not here anymore.
Yeah.
Blossoms and Bundles asks, are you planning on planting any kinds of hemp?
I haven't planned on it yet.
But you never know. You gonna grow some hemp out here?
Maybe. I mean, I eat hemp seeds and things, and make fiber and stuff. Oh, okay. So the sifter, it's a rocker sifter that sifts back and forth like a rocking chair. Oh, that sounds interesting. So that probably does a lot of the work for you, like, so you don't have to be, raking over the. Something we might look at.
Definitely. The Haskins family vlog wants to still know if you still eat a lot of, if we still eat a lot of peanut butter and jelly.
Yes.
Actually, I was not eating that for a while, but now I've gone back to that because like that's kind of like my breakfast. But during the winter months, during the colder months, I was eating a lot of eggs, and I would kind of warm things up in here in the morning by cooking an omelet.
And we don't want to do that in the summer.
Starting to get a little too warm for that. Turning on the propane and cooking things up right around the morning. You want to let those cool temperatures stay cool for a while, and then so we can ease into the hotter temperatures.
Sherry asked, "How do you stay motivated?"
That's a good question. Because I mean, these projects can take so long and take so much time. But I think, well, it's either it's either we stay on these projects and get them done, or we don't have a place to live and we don't have, it's really, if we want to make this place a livable place, we kind of have to stay on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, we could just kind of like live in a trailer, but it's not really living. It's a place to stay, but it's not a home yet.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess it's just that desire to build something of our own and see it completed and stuff like that. I mean, it's been tough, hard work. I mean, building up calluses on my hand and blisters from all that tamping and shifting and shifting,
Shifting.
sifting. You never know what kind of shifting I do over here. Those moon cycles, I'll tell you. CB's greenhouse garden says you have all the time in the world. No hurry. Slow and easy is, well, not according to some people, CB. Some people say we're not moving fast enough. I'm still going on that. I'm a shapeshifter.
Shape.
A ship shifter.
What?
I'm animal. Freedom and self-sufficiency is a big drive. It absolutely is. I mean, that's what we came out here to do. That's our goal, and yeah, we're both willing to throw down for that dream. A lot of people watch what she does out there, and they're amazed at the amount of work that she puts in there. But she's just as driven on getting this stuff done. We were both prepared going into this and knowing exactly how hard these projects were going to be.
Yes. And you, I mean, you're up before the sun rises, and a lot of times you're out there working after dark. I mean, trying to get stuff done.
Those are the times of day to get things done. Sunrise, sunset. In the desert, that's when you're working.
Right. But you're working during the day too, so.
Busted. Farming our backyard. Did I say hi to farming our backyard? Look at that there. Farming our backyard. Farmer says, geez, why aren't you guys done already? You guys rock. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Can only do what we can do. Mm-hmm. Jim H says there are always a lot of armchair quarterbacks. I know. We don't let it get to us too much. Just,
I mean, so many people have been supportive.
Oh, there's way so much more support than there is any negativity. And even with the negative comments, you just got to realize that, not everyone knows the full situation.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So, yeah, you got to take that stuff with a grain of salt.
But, I mean, we really appreciate all the positive support, too, because that's something that really helps motivate us, too, and it lifts our spirits. And
absolutely. The comment section is always... for the most part, are usually a really great place for motivation, encouragement, ideas.
Yeah. Any suggestions we get, we read all the comments and we consider everything that people say and
absolutely,
be very
absolutely.
helpful.
So even like if we can't use a comment, even if we can't use a suggestion like directly, sometimes it just gives you an idea of like how to maybe improve some processes better and stuff like that.
Raven Reese asks, how do you keep the camper cool in the summer?
We don't.
There's air conditioning.
There is air conditioning in here.
And we pretty much run that for a crew. Our dog is very furry and he doesn't do well in the heat, so we have to run that for him during the, if it gets, how hot would you say, like 85 or hotter, he starts, panting and getting uncomfortable.
Yeah, because with the Akitas, I mean, they're not like as shaggy as you see some dogs, but it's like a double coat, really.
Yeah.
Which gives them a lot of protection, but yeah, it's got to be gets super hot super fast. Like even in the dead of winter, he's always in the shade. He never likes direct sunlight. I think I keep saying that. It'll kill him, and we never feed crew after midnight. Just told Irene, it's well, you brainstorm makers enjoy that dinner. I'm a little jealous. I need a plate fixed up by Henry. Raven Reese says, my boyfriend and I watch every show. We really enjoy them. You provide a lot of info and with humor. It's awesome. Well, thank you so much. Man, it took us a little while to get there, I think. Getting a good balance on that and just being comfortable being ourselves in front of the camera, running around, taking showers naked.
Sherry asks, do you watch other Earthbag builders on YouTube?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, YouTube, what an amazing source of information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not just putting it out there, but we love getting to see what other people are doing. And, if you can get ideas from other people that help you out, I mean, that's just a bonus. So, yeah, whenever I can, especially Earthbag builders.
Mm-hmm.
We were watching Earthbag building for years before actually attempting it.
Yeah.
Mindful Homesteads here. Hey guys, can't stay, but wanted to drop in and say hi. Still waiting on that shotgun review. That might be coming up soon. You never know. Thanks for dropping in. We really appreciate it. Gremlin, oh my. The Gremlin freaked Ambler out a little bit. That was sneaky that you put out. It surprised me. I didn't realize you was going to put that in there. All of a sudden the Gremlin was in
there. Mud Hut Homestead asks, have you met many of your neighbors? Are there earthen homes around your property?
Good question. We've met a lot of our neighbors now. So all the neighbors like really close to us. It's mainly conventional homes. A lot of people are living on the grid there. A lot of people have poles wired up crazy distances to get the electrical to their places. I'm surprised solar isn't a bigger thing right around where we are.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people don't like that limited energy feel. But so I can understand that. But there are earthen homes. I would say approximately half-hour distance or so. And a lot of people are building things that we're not even aware of. But I think Marsha Gibbons Ransom Ranch is one of the ones we know about.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to go there quite a bit, but we've been pretty busy before making it out there. But that's always a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and lots of people planning things. I hear a lot of people planning.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more.
I think there's going to be a lot more people building soon. Oh, careful.
I know.
Careful. You almost did something there. Nakedness could do damage to the eyeballs. Wait a second. I don't know if I missed some of our conversation or is that me she's referring to? Oh.
In Oakland Farm, so Jess works circles around Jim. He's always yapping at the camera.
Well, someone's got to yap at the camera. That's work too, technically. Right? Yapping at the camera.
I'm not very good at yapping at the camera, so.
So that's my job too. Yapping at the camera. And then I just pointed at her doing all the work. And then that counts as work, right? I think that counts as work. Someone back me up on that. North Star Prep Starter says, I like My Little Homestead. Very creative with their builds. My Little Homestead is absolutely one of our big inspirations.
Yeah.
I've
been watching them for a long time.
Yeah, and an amazing family. Always a lot of fun. Yeah, and I commented on one of their videos not too long ago. I was like, hey, we're building too. Like, any problems with your underground build? And then they're like, oh, hey, we've seen your last video. Like, no problems. And I was like, what? They seen one of our videos? What? I was swooning there for a little bit. I was like, oh.
Junior P said, with all the water after the big tank is done, will you make a bigger garden? Oh yeah. That's probably after after the house is built, we want to really focus on gardening and growing a lot of our food out here.
So yeah, so
our next big goal.
Yeah, it was water, then a place to live, then I think we're gonna push on the food. I mean, man. With this pandemic, I mean, talk about a huge eye opener, am I right? I mean, man. For me, like, I think it just shows like how fragile a lot of these supply lines are. Yeah, and I don't know if anyone here watches. I mean, one thing that comes to mind is Jeff from Bobblehead Homestead. I don't know if you guys watch him at all, but he did this thing on just how these grocery stores only carry like a few days supply worth of food at a time because the shipping has just begun so good. But if there are problems with that system, guess what? Yeah, you'll be out of food. So I mean, man, what an important lesson to really push with becoming more sustainable, growing your own food, and just not being as dependent on some of those outside resources.
Night, Dahlia.
Night, Dahlia. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate it. Food Forest Permaculture's in the his house. Raven says that this pandemic has set us back at least a year with our AZ plans. Yeah, see, it's terrible. It's terrible what it's been doing to people lately.
Yeah, it's had a huge impact.
Yeah, I think man, definitely getting out there, growing your own food. I think we really needed to get situated with water before really putting a lot of growing plans into action and having a place to live. Jose says, will you be implementing more swales to further? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Swales are something we wanted to do. I wanted to do kind of earthworks right away. But we'll probably be doing swales, maybe net and pan system. Definitely a lot of earthworks planned.
I mean, you can store water in cisterns, but storing it in the soil is really important too. So anything to divert water and store it where it needs to be.
One of the first lessons is in water harvesting is get the water where it's needed most, in the soil. And remember, when doing earthworks, smaller, more numerous systems much more sustainable and easy to maintain than large earthworks. So keep them small, keep them plenty.
And we might have to do that anyway.
We might have to do it anyway. It was just going to be hand tools and the two of us.
Raven Reese asks, how big is your camper? Was it 26 feet? A little under 30 feet? Or is it over?
No, this is 30 feet.
It's 30?
30 and then 8 feet wide. You're thinking of the motorhome.
Oh, okay.
Is like 26.
Yeah. 8 feet. It has like a bump out thing in the living room area.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and that thing is super necessary.
Yeah.
That's the one that makes us livable, honestly, the little bump out.
And Crew is beautiful. Handsome boy. Yeah, he is.
Crazy sometimes, but we gotta deal with it. If only he knew how to express himself, what he wanted. Like if he gets excited and impatient, he's always mouthy. He's always getting your attention by, nipping.
Can you build him an Earthbag doghouse under the ground so it could stay cool?
We could, but I don't think he would even use it.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. He would never be in there by himself. He wouldn't go in there by himself.
He likes to be able to see us at all times.
Like part of it I think is a protective thing, and part of it I think he's scared we might leave without us somewhere.
Yeah, his abandonment issues.
So he needs to know where we are.
To be cool and shaded.
Yeah. Just cool and shaded. Like this guy would prefer to bake in the sun rather than lose sight of us.
Yeah, he's terrified of.
So I don't think he would ever go into a little house. He needs to be right around us, no matter how uncomfortable or whatever that makes him. How are you guys going to stabilize the walls if they are 19 to 20 courses high? Won't they tend to wobble without some buttresses? Well, round structures really technically don't need, I don't think they'll need buttresses, but and I don't think it'll be that many courses above ground. Quite that. It'll be about, the highest it'll be above ground would be 6 feet. We are talking about also adding, well, mentioned it a little earlier, adding gabions around the sides. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm thinking it should be pretty stable. Then again, with the rebar. So with the rebar, being that it's a round structure, and then adding gabions, which should be pretty stable, I'm thinking.
Blossoms and Bundles asks, have you seen those rain gutter gardens? I'm not really sure what it is, but my husband wanted me to ask you. I might know what that is. Making use of rain gutters for growing.
For growing things.
And then you can hang them.
We might, because we're talking about redoing our whole gutter system with the tank and everything like that. So we might have some to use for that.
I think I've seen those before.
Searching Sabrina popped in. She said, I can't stay, but wanted y'all to know how amazing you are. Well, thank you, Sabrina. You're amazing. Thanks for stopping in. Almost Homestead says, I would like to see an Earthbag tower for crew to sit and keep watch.
I'd like to see that too.
A crew tower?
Yeah.
He might be more comfortable with a tower than a cave.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere where he's up high and can see everything.
It'd be like one of those castle turrets with a lookout on it.
Sand Hollow Homestead says, who gets up first?
Well, actually, Crew gets up first.
Crew gets up first. Then he gets me up. and then I get ready for the day.
And I get up, well, not too long after it.
Forever.
Curious, have you spoken to the cow owner?
I don't know. I still don't know who owns those
I
cows.
don't know.
Crooked Woods Family Orchards here. Glad I made it. Hi guys. What's up? How's it going? We're glad you made it. The Tinker's wife. How's it going? What will be the water capacity? Well, originally, now I was thinking that this thing was going to be a 20-foot interior diameter, but it did not work out that way. So the 17-foot interior diameter, if it does go up to 11 feet, it'll hold close to 19,000 gallons of water.
Still pretty good.
It's still pretty good. If it was a full 20, if it was a full 20 feet interior diameter, I think it would have hold close to 25,000. The inside diameter really makes a huge difference in the water capacity.
Do you do any canning? How do you preserve what you grow and produce? So, I don't do any canning right now.
Yeah, we're not exactly producing quite enough to have to store it quite yet, but hopefully maybe next year.
I mean, yeah, there's not much going on in the garden. Some herbs, which I've dried and stored like that. And, yeah, we don't do much.
Correct.
Yeah, I hope next year.
Hopefully next year we'll get more into that. Rock Safaris asks, how would you even use that much water in a full year? Really good question. Right now we actually use very little water. These 2 tanks right here are more than enough for at least half a year. Um, but to tell you the truth, we've never really run out.
Mm-hmm.
So our water use has been, just for us, has been really good. We might use more of that when it comes to growing, and we want to get more growing. So the more water we have, the better. And of course, still trying to grow in the absolute most water efficient way. It's going to be a little different here, not only in the desert but the high desert where you get intense sun, but also those intense winds. You got anything?
G Princess said, "It's nice seeing you both, and Jim, you look so tan."
Oh, thank you. And probably get darker yet. The season's just starting.
Yeah.
James McAllister asked, you boil water before drinking it? If not, why not? Go ahead.
We have a Berkey filter, so any drinking water gets run through that, and it does an excellent job of purifying the water.
We did have a distiller.
Oh yeah.
For a while, that we used to use back when we were living in the city. We brought it with us, but something happened during the transition. Maybe because I think we might have had it. We had to run that generator out for a while, and then I think we had the distiller out maybe near that, and it's never been the same since.
The distiller? No, I think we just decided not to use it because you can't run it in this trailer in the summer because it heats up the whole trailer, and it uses electricity. So I like the Berkey a lot better. It's gravity fed filter.
It doesn't make a ton of noise.
Yeah.
Gravity fed, and it's been working out amazing for us. Well, it is getting close to that time.
Wow, already?
Already, I know. Time flies. What part of AZ are you in? We are in southeast Arizona in Cochise County. Well, thank you so much, Food Forest Permaculture, for that. So it's getting close to that time. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us. Thanks so much to our moderators. They always do an amazing job. Go check them out. I'm just going to assume the Haskins family vlog is alive after this, so definitely check them out. They're an amazing family. And man, thanks so much for spending this hour with us. Really appreciate it. And hopefully we got your questions answered. All right. Good night, everyone. Bye. Thank you.